Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be taking you through reversing the order of integration. I have a problem here I'll be taking you through so you understand it very well. Now, when you talk of order of integration, it means that which one are we integrating first? Is it with respect to x or with respect to y? If you are integrating with respect to x, you realize that the x will come inside and the y will come outside. The other manner, you also have the y coming inside and the x going outside, right? So for our situation here, whenever they give you the order from the question and you realize that that order we can't solve the integral first, you have to change it. Now let's see what you have here. You have e to the power y cube. Whilst you are integrating y first, remember we can't do that because it is e to the power y to the power 3. So meaning we need y squared in order to simplify this expression very well. Since we don't have, we will have to change the order. In changing the order, we don't just change the order, we need to draw graphically. So drawing graphically, you know the outer boundaries was x, so x greater than or equal to 0, less than or equal to 3. Those are our boundaries for x, so I'll put it somewhere here. Then remember our y has what? The inner one. We have y is greater than or equal to what? X squared, less than or equal to what? 9. Okay, like this. So now our 9 will be somewhere here. Let's say 9 is here. That will be a straight curve. Okay, straight line. So this y is equal to 9. Then the y is equal to x squared here. You draw it. It's a curve, right? So you ask yourself, was that be bending downwards or it will be bending upwards? Okay. So for you to determine that, we need the second derivative test. Our first derivative will be 2x. Our second will be 2. Since you are getting a positive value, meaning it's gonna be what? A minimum or a downward curve, right? So you bend it downwards here. Then after this region is our region where you want to integrate over. Okay, simple as that. Now you realize that in the question, so let me write y is equal to x squared here. In the question, they sliced through what? Y. In order for us to what? Differentiate our x first, right? So they started from what? From x squared and what? They moved to what? Y equals 9. So we call it slicing through what? Y. So take note. They did slice through y. So if you want to reverse the order, what you do is you slice through x. Now you are going to change it. So we are going to slice through x like this, okay? You are going to slice through x. So that's all that you are going to do. So slicing through x, you realize that you move from what? X equals 0 towards the boundary here. But now the function was given as y equals x squared. For that reason, you make it s is equal to square root of y. So slicing through what? Our y. So now see something. When they were determining if you want to integrate with respect to y, moving parallel to the y is what going to give you the limit for y. But now that you want to integrate with respect to x, you have to move parallel to what? To the x. And moving parallel to the x is similar to what? Traversing what? Your y. That is the opposite thing here. If you want to move parallel to x, you have to traverse your y. Is that not it here? So always have in mind that if I want to integrate with respect to x, I have to move parallel to x. So at this point, our new coordinate becomes our x will be greater than or equal to 0 from this side, and it will rest for square root of y, less than or equal to square root of y. Sorry, it will be less than or equal to square root of what? Y. Then also you realize that our y then will also have to change, because if you are moving here from here to here, like if you are traversing that manner, then our y section will also have to surely change. Then what will be the y then? What will be our y values then? So remember that our y was, so this is what we do. We moved here, so the y should lie on its own line. Remember when they moved through this side to get 9 and x squared, our x was on their what? On the number line. So we always have to get a real value, I mean integer value as part of our limit. It's not all function, okay? And we can't do our integration. So always our outer coordinate or our outer limit should always be what? Should be real numbers, so that we can substitute to get a definite integral. So here we are having 9 here, 0 here, right? So 0 to 9 here, then it means that y will be greater than, let's make it this way. So it means that you're going to have y to be greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to what? 9. So right now I have my new set of integral. I can easily switch. So my y will be going out 0 towards 9 integral, and my x will be what? 0 square root of y, and my function remains the same, e to the power y cube x dy. Simple as that. x dy, as simple as that. So once I have this expression, what do I do? I'm going to integrate with respect to x first, and integrating with respect to x, what do I get? I simply get what? X to the power 4 over 4, right? Then my limits of integration will come y cubed, right? My limit is 0 to square root of what? Y. Then I'll bring my dy outside, then integral 0 to what? 9, as simple as that. So having done this, I'll simply put square root of y to wherever I see x. So at this point, I'll have 0 to 9, then square root of what? Y all to the power 4, all over 4, e to the power y cubed, right? Then dy. So I move 0 to 9, then this becomes what? Square root of this, I'm going to have y squared on 4, right? Then e to the power y cubed dy. Remember 1 over 4 is a constant, I'll bring it out and I'll have integral of what? From 0 to 9, right? Then y squared e to the power y cubed dy. So here, using what? Substitution, when I differentiate the top, I'm going to have what? Y squared. This will cancel. So my integral will be 1 over 4, right? E to the power what? Y cubed, as simple as that. Then I introduce my limit 0 to 9. 0 to 9, as simple as that. So sorry, it was y cubed, right? Yes, it was y cubed. So I'll be getting 3y squared. I'll be getting 3y squared. So let me go back and do that. So at this point, let u equal to y cubed. U over the y is equal to 3y squared, right? So once I get 3y squared, I'll have to divide it by the whole expression. So let me go the manual way. So dividing by the whole expression, I'll have 1 out of 4. Then I'll be having 1 over 3y squared multiplying y squared e to the power y cubed y, right? Sorry, I have to take the dy out. So at this point, this cancels this. Then I'm going to have 1 out of 12 e to the power y to the power 3. My limit 0 to 9 comes. Wherever I see y, I put 9. So 1 out of 12 e to the power 12 to the power 3, right? Minus 1 out of 12 e to the power 0 to the power 3. Remember this, everything will become what? 1, right? I'm going to have minus 12, right? So here, I'm going to have 1 out of 12 out e to the power 729 minus 729 here. Then we have our minus 12. So I'll factorize the 12 out. So I'll have minus 1 like. So thank you very much for being with me in this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share.